Sure.
I'm here with the family.
Price, XXV, Double I,
Rome,
D-Malo,
Rough Lion.
T-Buggy, man.
Just the greatest sports show on the planet. La Familia. Hope y'all ready for a ride.
Can't wait to hear what you guys got to say.
Yes, sir. You know what time it is, man. Your favorite sports show is back. Gas presents sports for the culture. I am tonight's host, your boy Young Rome 22 on all socials as always, man. And I got a great crew with me tonight, man, with a great list of topics that we're going to get into. Before we get into that, though, I'm going to let the fellas introduce themselves. I'll start at the top right.
Hey guys, how you guys been? I just want to say I reenact my Giants fandom now. Now that we fired our head coach, I'm happy to be a Giants fan again. Now, next step of order is fire our GM. But hey, man, one step at a time.
Yeah, man, it sounded like the GM is sticking around, which is kind of crazy. It sounds like the owner got some type of loyalty to Joe Sheen or whatever it is. But yeah, they balls out of there in New York, so it's good. It's good to see you back in with the blue, G. Now I'm gonna kick it to top left.
It's disgusting. Scruff Skywalker, man, it's crazy, man. People out here reactivating their fanhood like a gym membership. Like that's sad.
Hey, man, if you want to be a miserable person, you go ahead, be miserable.
Nah, man. You know, loyalty to your team means something during the bad times. And then, the GM, actually, I respect that they're not going to fire it. You can't fire the GM because the GM building something for real. He done put a couple pieces on the board now. I mean, for real. And that's if we want to talk about that, we can talk about that. You feel me? That's really why he got fired. You feel me? You can't be out here getting the golden boy hurt.
Yeah, he's made a few nice moves with Dart and Scatterboo as well. But I don't know. Letting Saquon go is an all-time fumble, but that's another story. Bottom right, let them know who you are.
T-Boogie. Wash hands, wash ass. Y'all know what it is, man. Hey, man. Guys, elite AAU coach. And I feel I won here last week, so I'm just happy to be back, and let's talk some sports.
Yes, sir. Let's definitely, man. Let's get into it. We got a lot of sports to get into tonight. We're definitely going to talk some NBA. But before we get to the NBA, we're going to start with the NFL. NFL, we got a lot to get to in the NFL. The week started with a 10-7 game, ended with a 10-7 game, but there was a lot of good football in between there. Yeah, that Thursday night game and then that Monday night game. Two stinkers. I was excited for that Monday night game. I thought that was going to be a bit of a heavyweight battle between the Packers and the Eagles, two of the top teams in the NFC. And I posed this question on Twitter. It got a lot of reactions, and I want to get y'all's thoughts on this. But who is the best team in the NFC right now? Obviously, we got the Eagles as the returning Super Bowl champs, 7-2, number one seed currently. But the Seahawks are playing a lot of good football. The Rams are playing a lot of good football. The Lions just beat the hell out of my Commanders. So I'm gonna have this one be a jump ball, man. But best team in the NFC.
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks. For two very important reasons. They're scoring a lot of points, and they're playing really good defense. They're top 10 on both sides of the ball. They got a serviceable quarterback, if not a good quarterback. They got serviceable running backs, if not good running backs. They have an elite receiver in JSN. And on defense, they got some names too. I mean, Witherspoon, Williams back in the lineup playing good. I think Seattle, it's not the sexy name, but to me, they're the team to beat. They're a team that no fan wants their team to play in the first round of the playoffs.
Hey, that's actually an excellent choice. We all know the home field advantage that Seattle has, but they're actually undefeated on the road this season as well. And that's all with Sam Darnold, who we know crumbled last season with the Vikings, which I think is the main reason most people will pause on the Seahawks right now is, can Sam Darnold keep it up in December and January? That's yet to be seen. G, man, who would you say is the best team in the NFC right now?
Gotta go with the Rams, man. They got the coach and the QB combination that won the Super Bowl together in a revamped defense, and they're playing lights out. And just like what what T alluded to. Both of them they got a Puka to JSN. They got a Williams to whichever running back Seattle got. Like, and their defense is just as stout. I believe more on McVay as a head coach than anybody else right now. And I think they got it. And the crazy thing about it, they play against each other at 4:00 this Sunday. So we're gonna see who's the real big winner out of that. And I would like to say Philly, but their offense is so subpar right now. It's like you think they should be playing a little bit better with having Saquon and those weapons that they have in the outside, those two receiver duo that they have there. Even Dallas Goedert too, but like for me, it's just like if Dallas offense gets it clicking, I would have said Dallas against this Green Bay game, but watching that snooze fest, I gotta go with the Rams at this point.
No, the Rams are another excellent choice. Y'all know I'm not a big Matthew Stafford guy, but he's been playing lights out. I think he has like 20 tuds or something ridiculous over the last like 5 or 6 games, no interceptions. Like, but Matthew Stafford is on a crazy run right now, and they're definitely looking like easily could be the best team in the NFC. The problem with that though is the Super Bowl champs are still the Super Bowl champs, and despite not looking like one of the best, they got one of the best records. So Scruff, man, are your Eagles still top dogs in the NFC?
Well, I mean, they are the number 1 seed in the NFC as it stands, based on results. You know, going with that, sticking with that theme today, bro. Living in the land of things that actually have happened, bro. So we beat the Chiefs, we beat the Rams, and we beat the Packers. And you may not like how it looked. Right. One thing I saw in that game, the defense, that Philly defense is back. For real. Howie Roseman strikes again. Out here picked up a key edge rusher, Jalen Phillips, out here playing excellent football in this first game, making some very key plays. We had that Packers team figured out. I sent you a video, Rome. They started jumping on the plays and shit. Like we was reading them like a motherfucking book, bro. So yeah, that defense is something serious, bro. So yeah, I think Philly's still the best team in the NFL because NFL, NFC, whatever you want to call it. Rams is good though. Seahawks is definitely playing the best football in the NFL right now, I would say. But I don't know if they're going to keep doing it in the playoffs, right? You want to peak at the right time, and right now they're peaking, but it's not the right time. But we'll see if they can keep it going. My thing is this: they it smells a lot like the Vikings from last season. Sam Darnold and a really good defense and a good team. I'll say that. But the thing I do like about Seattle is the leadership. I forget the dude's name. Mike McDonald. Yeah. The Ravens' old defensive coordinator. So when they removed him from the defense, all of a sudden the defense sucked. Yeah. Pretty good coach over there. So yeah, I do think that Seattle's a threat, but as long as Sam Darnold's their quarterback, I'm not really fearing them.
Man, I'm hearing a lot of love for the West Coast squads out here, bruh. No love for the Lions. Nobody wanted to bring Detroit into it. Tampa Bay being a little bit slept on, I feel like, in here. I mean, I hear you guys on the Rams and the Seahawks completely, but I do think the Seahawks, like Scruff said, I agree. They are likely to fall off. I don't know if they're peaking at the right time here. Nobody believes that the Buccaneers or the Lions or maybe even the Bears could make some noise.
No, that game against the Vikings when the Lions should have won that game. I didn't think the game should have been close. Going into there, McCarthy hasn't played all year, comes back, and that's the game you want to give it up. I think that's where the Lions are like they're wishy-washy, and the Bucs, they're too injured. Like they need Bucky, they need the receivers to come back. Look how without Mike Evans, like that offense isn't clicking how it was clicking in the beginning of the season.
See,
Hey man, those guys come back at the right time. The Bucs will be primed to go on a run.
The thing about the NFL, bro, is like the way football is played during the regular season. It's like we looking at this question like as if the playoffs are played in the regular season, but they're not. You know what I mean? Because the way the playoff football is played, it just played differently. You understand what I'm saying? If you haven't been there, you never did it, and you haven't been in those moments, you just don't know. You feel me? So that's the thing with Detroit. It's like we've seen, like I said, when it comes down to really comes down to it, like you want a team that's experienced and that has been able to do it. And the problem is with Detroit again, is as dominant as they were, we just know that they could fall apart in the playoffs. Because this is, let's just look at it seriously. This Commanders team destroyed them last year in the playoffs, right? And then they came over here, destroyed y'all. But you know what I'm saying? But like it just really go to show you that like they wasn't that good. Both sides. Neither of y'all was that good. Like Commanders beat y'all last season, and now the Commanders is struggling. And the Lions, you know, they had a great run, and then they just got beat up in the playoffs. And you know what I'm saying? They were supposed to be in the NFC Championship game, if you ask me. You know, they fucked their own, blew their
It's
own
funny.
back.
It's funny you bring it up in that manner because you guys happen to play the Lions this week on Sunday Night Football in Philly, and what you described is what should have been the NFC Championship game last year. So let me go ahead and get everybody's thoughts on this game real quick. We got Lions at Detroit. Eagles are favored by 2.5. Who do y'all like in this one?
Oof, 2.5.
It's very interesting. It's going to be a very interesting game. This is the interesting game, right? It's going to be the pace of the game is going to be very interesting. The pace of the game determines who's going to win the game, probably. If it goes into a high-scoring game, I mean that does favor. It appears to favor Detroit. I don't know if Kevin Patullo. I don't really love Kevin Patullo. You know what I'm saying? Not my favorite person right now. To be honest. So I don't know if he could keep up with a 40-point, 30-point, you know what I mean? So that does concern me, but it's in Philly. So I don't know. I mean, I think I really don't know what to expect for that game. But yeah, the Lions could maybe be Philly potentially the way it looks, but I don't know. I don't know. I think we can still win that game. But the offense got to show up. You can't be you can't be playing no 10-7. You ain't going to play no 10-7 game with them. And if you do, that says a lot about the defense. But I don't think that's going to happen. So offense better show up.
Man, we were debating best elite cornerbacks in the group chat, man, and you didn't have a lot of love for Mitchell. You think he's going to get exposed Sunday night?
I mean, he's successful. They seem to have found how to get James Williams incorporated back to that offense, and St. Brown to St. Brown. Now, will he do another Trump dance? I don't know, but will he get in that end zone? I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he's getting in the end zone. Give me the Lions, man. Give me the Lions. They seem like the better team, top to bottom. Like they're playing the best right now. And if you lock a lion in the cage with an eagle, the lion's coming out of there, man. Yeah, the lion's coming in. Them boys are barbecue chicken this week.
I think Jared Goff throws this game away.
I don't think so. I think, and the Eagles, like Scruff said, the Eagles' path to win this game is probably a low-scoring game. It's probably, tush push, Saquon, bomb up top. You know what I'm saying? That seems to be their recipe, and it works, right? Like you said, they've beat some names, they've got some wins, but I think the Lions, after coming off that loss to the Vikings, they have to be a little bit more hungry. Like if they're not, we can't take them serious as a playoff team or a playoff contender. If they don't come out that game fired up, if they lay an egg in that game, that'll tell me everything I need to know about the Lions.
No, I think one thing to note of the Lions, and to your point, Dan Campbell started calling the plays last week. I think after that Vikings loss, I do think they realized a little something needed to change, and I think they are a little bit hungrier. One thing about Dan Campbell, man, he's not afraid to play that old school football and run the ball between the tackles, man. So the Lions defense or the Lions offense, I mean, could look a little bit different even if the game is low scoring. But G, man, what do you think of that Lions Eagles?
It might rain that game early in the morning, so it might be wet grass throughout that whole game. I think it's gonna be ground and pound. I think it's gonna be very low scoring. I think they got it at 47.5 right now. I'll take the under on that, and it's gonna be whoever kicks the last field goal, because for me, it's whoever kicks the last field goal, and it's gonna come down to which quarterback wants to play good in the fourth quarter. Can Jared Goff keep these guys in there, or can this guy Hurts do his job and make plays? And I think now the league is catching up to the tush push, so I don't think they're gonna be really putting that move around. So, but give me Philly in this one. Like I said, I don't believe too much in. If I had to pick between Philly and the Lions, I gotta take Philly because Philly's been more consistent. They're gonna show you like their defense are coming to play, but as long as the offense don't do too many turnovers, it is what it is. The Lions, the X factors, are they gonna show up or not?
Nah, I mean, the thing that scares me for the Lions is that it's on the road. I don't know that Goff is going to throw the game away. I think it's 50-50. He's either going to come out and cook or he's going to come out and throw the game away. But Goff on the road is a mixed bag. If it was in Detroit, I would definitely lean towards the Lions. But I can see Philly getting this one.
Same here. They have a 2.5 or just 2?
2.5. Philly.
Wow, they're giving Lions some love then. This ain't Lions.
I mean, the Lions, it's like you said, if it's a shootout, it really favors Detroit because we haven't seen the Eagles. Have they put up 30 yet this year?
I think against the Giants. Well, the second game against the Giants, they pulled that one up.
They put up 38 against the Giants, 28 on the Vikings.
So 30. They haven't hit 30.
31 on the Bucks, 33 on the Rams. What are you talking
about? So, I mean, Philly could hang.
What the fuck? Fuck out of here with that bullshit. Philly could hang. Game, bro. They could beat these motherfuckers unless they score 40. So, no. Yeah, Philly going to win.
I mean, I don't know if the Lions can drop 40 on that Eagles
defense. Fuck out of here.
I had to look at the numbers. He said, they never went over 30. Only like 4 times.
Yeah, see, Philly fans, yeah, y'all gonna talk your shit. I already know how that gonna go. It'll be a good one Sunday night though, man. But let's keep it pushing, man. Let's jump to the AFC real quick, because much like the AFC or the NFC, the AFC is looking. I was gonna say something crazy. Let me chill. But yeah, let's talk about the AFC, fellas. Right now, you got the Colts at the number 1 seed, the Broncos at 2, and the Patriots at 3. All of them 8-2. Of those 3 top teams, man, who would y'all say is the best one?
What was the question again?
Top team in the AFC: Colts, Broncos, Patriots.
It's all close.
Got to be the Colts, man. It's got to be the Colts, bro. The Patriots probably is a good answer if you looking at it on like very much raw. Based on what has happened, the way I'm gonna pivot a little bit, but they're paying some bum ass teams, bro. So like, I gotta keep that in mind, bro. They've been playing bum ass teams, bro. So I don't believe it with the Patriots all the way. I do believe that they are a playoff team. I don't believe they're as good as their record is saying. But I do feel like the Colts are as good as that, the record is saying, and I know I have a few reasons why. One. This team has been good for real. Like this team's been around. They had a good piece. They just never really had no quarterback for a long time. And then Daniel Jones came around and shit just started changing. You know what I'm saying? And like Daniel Jones, something changed inside of him, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? He went to Kevin McConnell and showed him how to play quarterback, bro. For real. And you know what I mean? They look good. And Jonathan Taylor playing as good as anybody in the NFL right now, bro. And if you ask me, which you're not going to, but Jonathan Taylor's the MVP of the NFL, and it's not even close. But they don't give the award to running backs, so it is what it is. So that's when Colts is really fucking good, bro. And then they went all in. They said, "Oh, we got a nice little hand here. We're gonna roll our chips to the middle of the table." And I fuck with that shorty that run that shit, the Ursay girl. With the headset. Shout out to headset shorty. She out here making the calls. She said, "Fuck them draft picks." give me Sauce Gardner, who I do believe is a little overrated. And I do believe also I believe the Jets did a great thing in trading and getting those draft picks. They got a nice haul for them. But I like the move for the Colts, bro. They're pushing it all in. I like that mentality. When you have that kind of mentality, it just feels like some magical shit is happening over there. And I know what that looks like. So I really do think the Colts have a chance to make it to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Colts are definitely having a magical season so far. I don't know if that magic carpet ride is gonna take them all the way to the Super Bowl though, but time will tell. T-Man, of those top three teams in the AFC, who you got?
Ooh, it's tough. Tough. Colts are playing good football, man. They're playing really complimentary football. Colts have some receivers that people don't like in fantasy, but they make plays. You don't know if it's going to be Pierce, the tight end. You don't know if it's going to be what's the other guy?
Pittman?
Downs. What's the other dude's name? Pittman.
Pittman. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's just it's just a random mashup of guys that have found a way to make it work. But at the same, I like the Colts, but at the same time, I don't remember the last time the Broncos or the Patriots even lost a game. Like, it's been a while since either one of those teams have even lost. So I think the Patriots are playing a little bit better football than the Broncos right now. So I want to say the Patriots, and that's still an organization that they don't have Belichick, but they kind of remember how to win, and good quarterback play, sound football, man. It's nothing flashy, May is probably one of the better downfield passes in the league, but they're quietly playing really good defense too. So I think I want to go with the Patriots.
Broncos is some bullshit for real, bro. Because I'm looking at their schedule too. Like, they fake as hell. They out here. They not trash. They actually a good team. I'm not saying that they're not as good as people is thinking like they are.
They beat you guys.
What? Yeah, I'm aware of that, bro. But besides in reality, if I look at their schedule, I say they only have one win. They have one win, legitimately. One legitimate win, and that's against Philly.
You play what you play against in your schedule, bro.
Let me finish. They lost to the Chargers. They lost to the Colts. All right. They beat the Texans. They beat the Cowboys. They beat the Jets. They beat the Giants. They beat the Raiders. These are the worst teams in the NFL.
And they beat Philly. Say Philly. Don't forget to say
I don't know
Philly.
if I would say those are the worst teams in the NFL. I get what you're getting at. Their schedule isn't that great, but those teams
beat us.
I would say
they beat
the worst.
Philly. They got that off, bro. But that don't make them the best team in the AFC, bro. They playing a bunch of.
I mean, you can make the same case for the Seahawks and the Rams. The NFC West has a pretty cupcake schedule as well. But you put they definitely
NFC West.
They definitely have a cupcake schedule, bro.
No,
but you play who the schedule who's on your schedule. You don't have no choice in that.
Seahawks,
so that's all you can do.
The Rams, they play the 49ers. These are good teams, bro.
Yeah, in their division. Outside of their division, they don't play anybody good. And if you look at the Seahawks specifically, their 2 losses are in the division, if I remember.
In division,
so,
just period. The guys have not played anybody good besides Philly.
You're telling me all the tough games they play, they've lost, and then they beat everybody that was trash. So there's not much difference in the Seahawks schedule and the Colts schedule. Me personally, man, I think the Chargers are better than all 3 of those top teams in the AFC. I would take the Chargers over all 3 of them right now.
That wasn't part of the question. The question was who you gave us top 3. And you said as the Chargers.
Top 3, I'm going Patriots. I'm going Patriots because the team point they haven't lost in about 2 months. You know what I mean? Like they've been playing good football for a real long time, regardless of who you're playing. If you can rattle off 7, 8 games in a row, like that's top tier.
Nah,
well, I'm picking the Broncos on this one, man. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and pick the Colts. Once the Giants, always the Giants. I feel the same way y'all feel about Sam Darnold. I feel the same about Daniel Jones. The fuck, same kind of people. You just find a better offensive coordinators that help them work the fucking field better, call plays a little bit better. But I'm not gonna sit here and say the Colts. The Colts can't play outside of the dome. Let them go outside and play outdoors. They're gonna lose those games.
They don't got to play outside of the dome because they're gonna be the number 1 seed.
Also, with a running game, you should be able to play outside the dome.
Ask that to the Steelers when they blocked that shit up. What happened?
Speaking of the Steelers, they beat the Patriots.
Give me the Broncos, man. The Broncos have the better defense out of all these guys. They've been consistent. They don't need this. They don't need Bo Nix to do nothing more but just keep them close and don't throw no interceptions. Just how Philly is playing. They're keeping their games nice and nice and easy. The defense is coming in. They're playing. Again, look how that defense came back and helped them win that game. After that interception against the Giants, they took all the momentum and in the last 8 minutes of that game and just won. And from there on, that defense has been lights out. And that's all you need. And that's all you need right now. And I'm gonna take the Broncos. I think the Broncos are better out of those three. And if you guys are complaining about what a cupcake schedule they have now, well, they're about to have more of a cupcake schedule to finish off the season. So they're going to be the one, in my personal opinion, that win that division, and then win and go and have the better road in the conference.
So
we got what happened to Scruff there? Hey.
The whole joint broke because the matrix broke because the shit didn't make no sense, bro. You telling me 10-7, you watch them play a 10-7 game against the Raiders and gonna tell, and you ain't had no shit to say about that offense, right? But then the Phillies playing 10-7 game against the Packers.
I just literally said they play like
10-7 game against the Packers, but all of a sudden, they gonna get beat by the Lions and shit. You tripping, bro? Tripping.
I just said you fuckers are gonna beat the Lions. What are you talking about?
Either way.
Shut this man. All right, dude. Listen, the Broncos got a cupcake schedule. The only thing they have to worry about is the Chiefs and then the Chargers, which I think they're gonna split those games. Nah. So from here on out, man, these guys. Yeah.
So look, I phrased the question this way for a reason, because the next three teams I'm gonna ask about are at the bottom of the AFC. They're on the outside looking in, right? But I believe if not all three of these teams, probably two of the three still get in some way, somehow. And I'm talking about the Chiefs, Texans, and Ravens. The Texans and Ravens sit at 4-5. Chiefs at 5-4 right now. Now the Chiefs got the Broncos this week, so that could they could really flip things on the head this week. But of those three teams that I just named, which of the three do y'all think could get in? And do you see more than one of them?
Chiefs. Easy. Chiefs all day. They automatically they're actually the favorite to win the Super Bowl right now. So the fact that they're not in the playoffs or some shit is hilarious. Because it's not gonna finish that way, obviously. And the Ravens going to fuck around and get in the playoffs, bro. But I don't know. I don't know if they can win anything. I don't know. When it comes down to being one of the best teams, whatever, I don't know. We'll see. When they do play the Patriots, it's gonna be interesting. But it's the Chiefs. Easily.
All right, but do you think the Ravens too? Would you say Ravens get in?
Yeah, I do. I think the Ravens get in, one way or the other. I think they're gonna get in, probably because they're gonna the Steelers. Steelers gonna be that right around 500, bro. Just no matter what happens, bro. Two things I know for sure. So it's just gonna be one of those. And they play each other twice. And if you're telling me they play each other twice, then I'm taking Ravens.
T, man, a couple weeks ago, man, I believe you said that Lamar and them would have to play damn near perfect football to get in. I believe that was 2 weeks ago. So far, so good. Do you think they can keep that pace up? And of those three teams, who do you see getting in?
Just the Chiefs. The daggone Texans got to play. They got to play everybody to get in. They got to play the Colts, the
Bills.
Bro, they got a gauntlet. And the quarterback's hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't just a concussion. It was more.
It was a concussion. Is he coming back? Sometimes things can linger.
He might not play the next game. The Texans cooked, bro.
Wow.
If the Texans had, swear to God, if the Texans had the Patriots schedule, they might be pretty good. Straight up.
Yeah. Well, like I said, you play who's on your schedule, and you don't really get to pick it. So, Texans are definitely in a tough spot. They do have a gauntlet. I'll say this: if they make it, they earned it.
They ain't making it.
Jesus. No, but I called it on the show that week, man. When T said that they have to play a perfect football from here on out, I said they're gonna win those 10 games. When it came to Baltimore, I don't believe in the Steelers, man. Their offense is so stagnant. Like, it's Aaron Rodgers isn't the Aaron Rodgers in Green Bay, or that he's not that guy no more. He's not the mobile quarterback he once was. And the Steelers defense play when they want to play. And they play better at 1 o'clock than on prime time, clearly. It's like these are a bunch of old heads. Like they got to play the 1 o'clock games. You can't have these guys play at 4. If they play at 4 o'clock, you might get lucky. But once that 8 o'clock, those prime time Thursday nights, those 8 o'clock games, Monday night games, like these guys, they should have been in bed already. Like these guys are a 1 o'clock team. Matter of fact, if there's a 1 o'clock game, they're gonna win it. But if not a 1 o'clock game, they're gonna lose. So I think the Steelers is gonna just gonna end up being 500. Give me the Ravens to make it. And then when it comes to the Chiefs, it's just like what Nick alluded to. Is like it's crazy how these guys are still a Super Bowl favorite team and are out of the playoffs. I mean, the Jags only up ahead because he beat the Chiefs, but they should have won that game against the Texans. How the fuck did you lose that game? I mean, I was a believer of the quarterback, man, and now to see that the rookie ain't coming back, that he's doing a surgery on him. I can't see the Jags make it through, man. I think the Jags are just gonna end up falling out. Give me the Chiefs and Baltimore to make it through.
Yeah. I mean, like Scruff said, if the Texans had a bit of an easier schedule, I can see all 3 of the teams getting in. But yeah, the Texans just got too much of an uphill battle. I do think the Chiefs make it 100% question, and I see the Ravens sneaking in here too somehow, man. I think Lamar is on a mission. But like Scruff said earlier, I don't know if that gets them anywhere in the actual playoffs. I just think they get in. All right, man. Anybody want to get anything else off before we move on from the NFL?
Damn, it's gonna be interesting playoffs for real though, because like even though the Ravens, like I'm not counting on them to do anything, but you really can't count them out of anything either, bro. I know that's crazy, but you really can't, bro. Because it's like if you the Patriots and you draw the Ravens, like you might be done. Like you might be done. It might be the end of it for you. Quick run.
So I got a quick question, right? I'm gonna just pull it up right now, right? Who's a bigger pretender, the Chargers or the Bills?
The Chargers.
What about the Chargers makes y'all feel like they're pretenders?
My thing is personally the offensive line.
Yeah.
So we're all in agreement. It's the offensive line, but I think the Bills. For me, I think the Bills are the biggest pretender.
Why?
Y'all called that man the MVP like last week, bro.
He just had a bad game. Like it happens.
You don't think the defense is going to be the reason why they don't win? They don't go too far in the playoffs. They get out the first round. My personal belief.
I think the Bills could win the whole thing.
I've seen enough football, specifically in the NFL, where teams travel to Miami and play unexplainably bad for no reason at all. Something about traveling to Miami, and then good teams just all of a sudden play terrible. I don't know what it is.
To Miami.
Something about Miami.
Also,
great city.
They might have been overlooking them a little bit. Like there's a lot of factors.
No, they came out of booty trap, bugged out
there with Haley Stanfield having a time, bro.
Met her with the mistresses, met her with their third family, bugged out the night before. I took it up to that.
Josh Allen, he definitely
all
had
allegedly, all alleged.
Definitely had a few the night before.
Nah, Miami's always a good time though. All right, man. Let's keep it pushing. Let's jump into the NBA. A lot going on in the NBA. Where did y'all want to start with in the NBA today? What was the? I already forgot the main topic.
We talk about Nico Harrison.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Let's get into the Nico Harrison stuff.
Yeah, Nico Harrison got fired, bro. Right? He got fired. That was a real report.
Got fired at 10 Central Timing. It would be technical as shit.
And it's crazy, bro, because I was out at the Wizards game this weekend, bro, against the Mavericks, and I was talking to a diehard Maverick fan. He was just pounding the table. We got to fire Nico Harrison immediately. And I'm just like, bro, chill out, bro. Like, relax. Like, I was just like, yo, I need to relax. There's no need to fire him right now, is what I said. Because, like, yeah, he traded Luka, yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But you did end up with Cooper Flag, bro. So, like, you have hope. You have a new hope. You feel me? So something to believe in, bro. Like, you should be all right. You don't fire the dude for that. But they fired him, bro. But they're apparently doing a lot of fuck shit behind the scenes, bro. So now I'm hearing all types of craziness, bro. I'm hearing all types of craziness. I think it was unfair that he got fired, in my opinion. He should never traded Luka in the first place. I get that, but like, I'm sure like there was other people in the building that was telling them to do that too, bro. Like, where is Michael Finley's bitch ass? You know what I'm saying? When he's taking that grown man's beer from him. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure he was in his ear doing that, and I'm sure he's still employed today, right? So what I see here is a scapegoat. Nico Harrison being scapegoated for Mavericks being a fuck organization, taking a grown man beer, man. That's how you really piss somebody off, bro. You don't do that. You don't do that, bro. You don't do that, bro.
That's very personal, brother.
Especially after they went to the finals, bro. Like, come on, bro. Have some class. And then I'm hearing rumors talk about they might send Anthony Davis back to the Lakers. Like, this has got to be the biggest bogus bullshit I ever heard in my life, bro. Like, what is going on?
Is that possible?
Yeah,
I was just reading that.
I don't know. I
So,
don't know if it's real or not, but I've seen the post. I don't know who this account is, but I've seen the joint said they gonna send
It's
him
the
back.
NBA Central, right? That posted that and tweeted that.
It was like some joint called Durant on Instagram, but not Kevin Durant. Weird. But yeah, they talking about it. Gonna send him right back. He sees a role with the bruh. That's got to be the most. I ain't never talked no crazy, weird conspiracy shit, but like, that's the most bullshit I ever heard. You gonna send him back? You gonna trade him for Luka, and then you gonna send him right back? And now, we're gonna rebuild around Cooper Flag. They need to fire that goddamn coach too, bro. Because whoever the fuck put Cooper Flag at point guard,
Jason Kidd, you're not gonna fire Jason Kidd.
Whoever put Cooper Flag at point guard, I'm sure they're gonna blame that on Nico Harrison too. But yeah, Michael Finley, you know who you are. You know you wanted Luka out of there, bro. And they blame Nico Harrison, bro. And the fan base wanted somebody to blame for this shit, and now they found somebody to blame. So this is what.
all right, so let me ask you like this then. And T, you can start with this one, man. So do you feel like Nico Harrison, his firing is more so just through fan outrage, or does it all just stem from that Luka trade?
It's both. It's both. I mean, you trade a guy that good in the early prime of his career, you better win some games. You traded for a guy that is often hurt, and now he's currently hurt. That's a terrible trade. Like, you traded a known commodity, even if you didn't like it, for somebody that just doesn't play. Like, he doesn't play. Mr. Glass. I mean, bro, I promise you, once that man plays, y'all familiar with the Samson and Delilah, how he cut his hair, lost his strength, his eyebrow.
He cut it.
You know what I'm saying? He don't got that eyebrow. You know, when it was the unibrow.
He took it off. I thought he always had it.
Nah, Anthony Davis ain't had that unibrow so long, man. Once that unibrow left, he lost his powers. I don't know if it was some sort of curse seal or something, but like,
He still got that joint, bro.
Nah. Hold on, let me look it up.
I'm seeing pictures of him in the Mavericks with the unibrow, bro. So.
It was crazy though. Y'all think he'd be like shaping that joint? Like, he'd be trimming that shit?
Probably, bro. Why not? Shit. Nigga got there in the first place.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to tell you, he cut that unibrow. You can't grow it back and get your powers back. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, that guy doesn't play. Kyrie's hurt. You're experimenting with a number one pick, which is kind of crazy. And somebody got to go. And G's right. Jason Kidd got to go too. Jason Kidd.
I don't want Jason Kidd to go. You're saying Jason Kidd should go?
Yeah, I'm a Bucks guy. I was never a fan of Jason Kidd. I was never a fan. Like, that guy, he doesn't know what he's doing, man. Like, he's not a championship coach. Like, he's got to go. Because why are you playing Cooper Flag at point guard? Like, whose idea is that? You got to go.
Yep.
Trade Anthony Davis. When Kyrie gets healthy, trade Kyrie. Start from scratch.
They talking about trading Clay too, because Clay. So apparently they saying Clay came to Dallas to play with Luka, and now Luka not there. Now he like, yo, he trying to go to LA too. So basically, they about to merge. They start to send half the team back to LA.
Man, you can't
build around Cooper Flag.
Clay is terrible, man. You can't trade Clay for a Tory Lane CD. Like nobody wants him. Like, get him out of here, man. Like that's a guy that's gonna have to get cut and signed for the vet minimum. Like nobody's trading for
Right, but he gonna end up watch. He gonna end up Clay. Watch. I guarantee if this end up happening, watch. It's gonna be the craziest shit ever. Clay, the starting lineup for the Lakers is gonna be Luka, Clay, AD,
Clay.
LeBron.
Yeah, now we're playing 2K.
If Clay,
Good ass.
I think he's going to end up in Houston with his hottie. You know what I'm saying? Like she's going to bring that man home. He's next thing you know, you're gonna be seeing him with Jay Prince. Just give it.
They don't need to.
Yeah.
See, for me, this Nico firing, it sucks for him because he has to watch Luka average 37, 9 rebound, and 9 assists. While AD, Mr. Glassman, is literally on the bench. And you can't bring him in because God knows he just might tear something. And you don't want to deal with that shit. It's true to what T alluded to. And it's crazy that I get what Nick is trying to do, trying to not give the guy all the blame, but I also agree with Nick. He should have been fired. They should have let the process a year. Give it a year. You know what I mean? Like you got to try it out for at least a year to see what you got, and then you go from there. But then again, it's like yo, fucking, why the fuck is Cooper Flag a fucking point guard? Like what are they trying to run? Like how tall is this lineup?
Bruh, they're bottom of the league in assists, bottom of the league in threes. It's just terrible.
And it's crazy because the Lakers are 8-3 and these guys are 3-8, and it's just like you had expectation of these guys at least being a top 10 seed.
They need to fire Jason Kidd today too, bro. Because like, what the fuck? This is ridiculous to me, bro. Like I'm saying, like I'm not a basketball genius or anything like that, but I'm telling you, I'm looking at Cooper Flag watching this game, bro. I think the last thing I would do is put him in point guard, bro. Because like what he's best to do is just be a utility player. Let him play what he's gonna do what he does, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he shouldn't be having the ball in his hand all the time. He plays better.
So do you trade PJ Washington too, or you keep him?
They should just fine with the whole team. They just need to get a point guard.
I mean, they're waiting for Kyrie to come back, and I think that's the main issue.
They don't need to be having doing this bullshit, bro. They need to still play regular basketball, bro. Let Cooper Flag play in a position that he's gonna play in.
So who was supposed to be the point guard that they signed? What the fuck is his name? D'Angelo Russell?
Yeah, he starts now. I think he starts for them now. I think.
So what the fuck happened? What the?
I thought he just got benched.
Oh, did he?
I thought he got benched.
He's that horrible? I mean, he wasn't all that great, but goddamn,
it wasn't working. Like they were losing game after game. Like it wasn't working. They're playing the young guy from Arizona. I can't think of his name. Mark, maybe I can't think of his name.
And it does suck, man. Like I stated earlier, like Luka's literally having MVP season. Like he's damn near about to average a triple double. Fuck and you got to sit there and you got to watch the guy you traded for. It's literally Mr. Glassman sitting down on the bench, and you can't use him in hopes that Kyrie comes back. So you got to wait for really. It's basically that team it's being held between Kyrie Irving coming back and trying to keep AD healthy, so that way they could partner them up together. And you don't want to fuck that up and have him get hurt.
Honestly, they should trade Anthony Davis because, like, Cooper. Because, like, I'm looking at their lineup right now. They start Brandon Williams. They could blow this shit up. That's crazy because some people thought they were going to win the whole thing, bro. But like, PJ Washington's fine. PJ Washington can play with Cooper Flag. Anthony Davis is the person that doesn't belong here.
I mean, but the thing that we said that they're going to win the whole thing is because we thought Kyrie was going to be there. At least I thought Kyrie
was never going to be there. They just assumed that things were going to be fine until Kyrie got there, and it's clearly not. The whole shit just blew up before.
Nico also said that this is a championship window.
Yeah, I mean,
that window closed in a hurry.
Window closed, the whole house got blown over. Like it's a wrap.
It's looking like Waco, Texas over there right now. It ain't looking good for that dome. Boof.
Over.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, you feel bad for this guy because now that this is why people thought about that conspiracy with the Lakers. Like, how did they manage to get a superstar at the end of another superstar's ending career? It's nuts.
It is a
You want to hear
conspiracy.
something funny? You want to hear something funny? Watch he end up getting picked up by the Lakers.
Who?
Nico Harrison.
Oh yeah, I heard that too. I heard a little rumor that old boy and Nico are very good close friends.
Whole time he been working for the Lakers.
Oh, man.
This is all alleged, ladies and gentlemen. This is all alleged. I mean,
The way sports gambling been going, you got to be careful with those kind of allegations.
yeah, I mean,
Hey, bro, like, you know what I'm saying?
so I got a question. Who has it the worst?
LeBron and Clutch,
Mavericks
man.
or the Clippers?
Huh?
Who has it the worst? The Mavericks or the Clippers?
What do you mean?
Like, right? Because both of those teams are like only won 3 games. And both of those teams came with an expectation of having like superstars and ready to go. But none of these guys are like.
Dallas is worse in this situation. Clippers,
I want
to be around.
I want to get y'all's thoughts on Boston, because that's another squad who I feel like was hoping and probably still could, but they were trying to keep things afloat. You know, and eventually till they got Tatum back, I would assume, and then maybe try to go on another run. But things aren't looking so good in Boston. It feels like ever since old boy's hair started rubbing on everybody's jersey, the whole team has been melting. So, what are y'all thoughts on Boston? And do you think it can get as bad as Dallas, or do you think Boston will find their way out of this hole?
I'm gonna explain this to you in a way that's gonna make sense, right? So with Boston, they had a really good core, right? When they really struck the lottery when they fucking drafted Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, and they both ended up being star talents, right? And then they try to build a team around them, right? And they got the guys like Porzingis and Drew Holiday and like all those guys to fill in those pieces, right? And Marcus Smarts and shit. They all played their role. Derek White came in now. So now Jason Tatum gets hurt. And now you had to get rid of Holiday. You had to get rid of Porzingis. You basically had to figure out how to do it because the cap shit just wasn't possible. So now you got in a whole bunch of the other guys in there. So basically what they had before was like the ultimate Thanksgiving plate, right? You got the fucking fried chicken, you got the turkey, you got the yams, you got the mac and cheese, you got everything, the whole spread. But then what they had to do, what they ended up doing was they couldn't afford all the other shit. So they still got the turkey and they still got the chicken. Well, really, chicken's on the bench right now, for real, because he hurt. So now what you got is turkey, and you don't got the yams no more. You don't got the mac and cheese. You don't got the John. Now you got turkey, coleslaw, maybe some potato salad with some raisins in it, and like a motherfucking cranberry sauce or some shit. And you like, I'm good on that plate for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what Boston got going on right now. It's just like they got the right pieces. They had the right pieces, and now they got the wrong pieces around it. And they're down, Tatum and Jaylen Brown, God forbid, bro. Like, if he rub his fucking head up on anyone else, bro, like, that shit is crazy, bro. Like, how do people let that shit happen? Because, like, I wouldn't even – that shit happened to me at LA Fitness, I would be embarrassed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck around and do that shit in the league. Crazy.
It's crazy to me that we live in a world where he just like that's happened more than once. Like he's joked about it. Like we all just gonna keep it pushing. Like it's just like what are we doing?
I don't understand, bro. People need to accept like I did, bro. Just accept it, bro. Like, why you trying to hide from this shit? You trying to color your hairline in, bro, motherfucker. Just
I say you either got to go bald or just work with what you got, man. You can't be using no Sharpie. T-Bear, what are your thoughts on the Celtics, man? Can they is there anything they can do, or is it always going to be like Jaylen Brown's hairline?
They're in an interesting spot, man. One, they can stand pat and play through the up and downs. They've took some L's, but they beat some teams. Everybody told me the good mister told me Jaylen Brown was better than Jason Tatum, and he was the true number one option, and just a bunch of nonsense. In anime they call it filler. It's just a bunch of nonsense, right? we see he's not a number one option. The number one option on any team does not paint on their hair. They don't. That's not superstar. That's not superstar aura. All right. Superstar aura is not paint during a game, like paint on your head, like painting your nails. That's not really superstar aura. We see that, right? But painting on your head is even worse. To me, that's worse. They said fake it till you make it. This man can't make a shot. But no, I think the Boston can either go one or two ways, right? And they can stay there, develop the young talent. They got I don't even know how to say his name. Niemus, the big man, Quita, Josh Minott. Like, they have young talent. Jordan Walsh. You can get rid of Anthony Simons. You can get rid of him. Hauser can go. But they have young talent. Like, that team is drafted well. So they don't have to make a trade. But they also do have the pieces to trade because they have young talent. But who do you get, right? Because you have Jason Tatum coming back for sure. Who do you get? Who do you go after? DeRozan, Lloyd Marketing? Like, what type of talent are you bringing in? So, really, I don't know what the Celtics want to do. Do they want to, for sure, make a push right now to win, like to get to the finals? Or do they want to just build for when Tatum comes back and then open that window back up? Not sure what they're going to do right now. You know, trade deadline, the NBA is going to tell you everything you need to know. But I don't think either option would be terrible because either way, you still have a talented core and a superstar returning. So I don't know, but I'm hoping they kind of keep this team together. But if they blow it up, well, not blow it up, but if they trade some of these other guys, Peyton Pritchard's, if they trade them and all that, I wouldn't be mad. I'd understand it. To win that.
Yeah, I think the Celtics, they don't need to blow the whole thing up, but I do think they could move some pieces around. Like you said, they could plan for when Tatum comes back and then try to open up that championship window again. That was a good way to put it. G, man, what are your thoughts on the Celtics, man? Are they falling apart?
My son need to do what Derek Wright did. You know what I mean? My son had that crazy out clown head shape haircut, and then went with a baldy. My son just need to go bald, man. His shit getting thin on top, man. Fuck all that extra spray they be putting all that man paint shit, man. Just get the baldy, son. All the best players were baldies, man. MJ, baldy. Magic Johnson, baldy. You know what I mean? Just get a whole baldy. You be all right, man. Focus on your craft. You'll get better. You weren't, and before Jason Tatum was on the team, you were the leader of that team. You were playoff contenders. I mean, no one here said, you know what? We still think Boston is going to make it to the finals this year without Jason Tatum. No one ever thought that. I don't think no one will ever think if Jaylen Brown isn't there and just Jason Tatum, they're going to make it to the championship finals. I think both of them are complementary to both of each other, and they need each other. And I think you just got to ride it through. And I know I haven't paid attention to these guys so much this season, but I know you guys alluded to it earlier in the start of the season. They have no-name bigs. Who the fuck is their center?
That's who the T just said was promising young talent.
He's promising. Go Quita, whatever his name is.
But can he compete with the guys that are out here now?
Not promising, T. I don't know what promise you see. He out there getting cooked by Andre Drummond.
He's not Al Horford and Porzingis for sure, but I mean,
you need that. I mean, remember that's what took them over the top when he had those two guys. Once Porzingis came around, that took them over the top. Everybody said, like, yo, that year that they won, like, yo, they're gonna win it this year, without a doubt.
I'm gonna tell you what the problem is with now that you don't have Tatum, Horford, Drew, Porzingis. The team can't shoot. They're one of the worst shooting teams in the league. And how do I know? Because I've bet on Jaylen Brown and Peyton Pritchard, and apparently
they what?
They must work for FanDuel. Because how do you have games where you take 9 threes and you make one, or you take 11 threes and you make one? Like, they can't shoot. They're one of the worst shooting teams in the league. I watched them.
Oh, they still have that issues from last year where they were just chucking up threes just to chuck them?
The offense hasn't changed, but
oh god,
can't make shots.
You know what? I mean, I was saying this a while ago, and maybe I was bugging, But yo, I don't think whatchamacallit really a good coach.
He's not. I agree with you on that.
I feel like he
He's
pulled
horrible.
a John Gruden. You know what I'm saying? He won with Udoka's coaching, and then just took him over the top, carried him to a win. Because I don't even remember that guy's name. But I don't think their coach is a good coach, bro. Honestly.
Listen, they're shooting the second most threes in the league, and are bottom 5 in 3-point percentage. They can't make a shot. They
don't got the team to be doing that.
That's a losing recipe.
So my son is trying to play like Steve Kerr without the Splash Brothers.
What's that coach's name?
I can see the face. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, like I forgot his name already. That's how I know he ain't shit.
I can see the face, man, because he's young. He you know what I'm saying. He played with some of the players he's coaching against.
Yeah. I remember. I know where he went to school and everything. I just can't remember his name.
Joe Mazzulla.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
He's not what they think he is, bro.
He's not.
I mean, maybe the 3-pointers will fall, and I mean that's the biggest difference in the game.
So you're praying for a bounce, basically.
Yeah,
It's just absolutely a happy day for me. You know, honestly, watching this, I watched the Sixers beat Boston today. We beat them a couple times this season, actually. I would say this is the death of a dynasty, and I'm happy.
Whoa,
Boston.
I mean, was it even
Boston
a dynasty?
might not survive this, bro. They might not survive this, bro. I think this is the worst Boston team I've seen in a long time.
Well, I'll tell you this: they just got to make shots. They protect the ball. They play defense. They get their shots. They just got to make shots. This is a league where you got to make shots. And if Jaylen Brown is your star player, he has to make shots. So that's really all I got to say about Boston. Make shots.
I mean, Jaylen Brown is still like top 10 in points per game. He's averaging like what 27, 28 right now. It's not like he's not hitting shots. Like,
it's the rest of the team that's just god awful.
Yep.
But it sounds like it's the biggest complaint we all had last year about Boston. They're just shooting up threes and praying they get hot, and they're not getting hot.
And that's how they lost in the playoffs. Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. It's the same issue we talked about last year about these guys. They're just chucking up threes, praying that they get hot, and they don't get hot. And then they start playing the 2-point shot, and then they try to catch up, and by the time they try to catch up, it's already too late. Like they're done. They're done.
Yeah,
they're not done. They just need to get better coaching. Fuck trying to fire a fucking kid. Fire this bum.
You know who's the new Boston? It's crazy right now. Detroit's 9-2.
Oh yeah. It's looking nice, man.
Are you serious?
Life be changing quick. Detroit used to be the fucking worst team in the NBA.
No, they're second to the Wizards.
Nah, Detroit when they were bad were bad.
Yeah, the East is wide open, man. We definitely have to revisit the East. Keep an eye on the Eastern Conference because it's pretty wide open right now. Because I don't know how many people here had the Pistons being number one.
No.
Almost a month into it.
Shit, who had Miami in the top 3?
Miami got a good team, low key.
That's just a good organization, man.
Well, Tyler Hero get back, they're gonna be really good.
I mean, you guys told me that the Bucks needed to get rid of Giannis and that they were free falling. They're right there in the thick of things with everybody else.
Yeah,
They're always gonna be in the thick of things, but are they actually gonna do anything?
I mean, the way the East is looking, man, like one of these teams is gonna make a move or two, and somebody's got to emerge.
Here's the thing, though, Rome. That's the starting point when you have a Giannis. Like when you have a guy like Giannis, you're automatically in the thick of things, bro, because you have Giannis. So like if you're just in the thick of things, you ain't doing shit. Basically, you need to be at the top of the shit if you got Giannis.
Right, but what I'm saying is,
I mean, you can't say that because look at Cleveland last year.
The Bucks can still make another move.
Like Giannis. They don't have anybody like Giannis, bro. Nobody.
I mean, I don't think anybody has anybody like Giannis.
That's the point. They should be on the top of the league, bro. If you got Giannis and you not at the top of the league, you ain't doing it right.
Who's your head coach? Didn't they fire? They got a new head coach?
Doc Rivers. No, he's gonna be fired soon.
No, Doc's coaches for the Bucks?
Yeah, Doc's there.
Remember, he got the other dude fired.
Oh,
yeah, that was the whole problem. They had a good trajectory until Doc came, to be honest.
He advised himself into a head coaching role.
I love that. He backdoored that shit. I love that. I love that for him.
You get him
No,
how you lose him, bro. That's all I'm saying. He gonna get advised out of there too.
the Bucks are actually a little bit better without what's my guy?
Dame?
Lillard. Yeah, they're a little bit better without Lillard.
I think we all agreed to that. I think we all was like,
Yeah,
they didn't
that's why I was
smash
saying. I
together.
think everybody was telling me the Bucks were about to be done, man. I like what I've seen so far. It's still early.
It is early. One thing that they're making shots right now, and Miles Turner definitely helps. He's an upgrade to Brook Lopez. So Bucks, I don't know if they have a championship team, but if they want to keep Giannis, they got to keep this thing rolling.
Yeah, man. Well, y'all know how we do, man. We definitely have to touch back on that NBA next week and moving forward for sure, man. Anything anybody else want to get off though before we get out of here?
To sports athletes, stop gambling your fucking sports that you playing, you fucking idiots. You fuckers are really trying to fuck up whatever y'all got going on for minimal money. Like, you guys are getting paid millions and millions of dollars. And this is especially going out to my MLB players. Coming to these pitchers that are like getting paid crazy. Their contracts are about to be due up, about to get a nice re-up, and they're getting caught with these scandalous betting fucking odds or betting scandals. Let me say, like, please, players, get your shit in order, man. You're gonna make money, and if you gotta help somebody make bread, help them find a job within the organization on some landscaping shit. Like, do something like that. Don't pay nobody nothing, and learn how to say the word no to people. Like, learn how to say no to people, man. If you can't help a motherfucker out, well, tell them, man, yo, you know what? I can't help you. No is a great word to use.
What I thought was interesting about the MLB scandal was the MLB just threw them pictures right to the feds.
Yo, because like
they said we did our own investigation. You can have these two.
Yeah, like you're not gonna try to, like, that baseball's been tainted with gambling scandals a long time ago, and they're not trying to relive that past again. They're like, you know what? Fuck it, here. Just take these pricks. We don't even need to deal with these guys no more. Like please.
Yeah.
Sports.
Interesting landscape in the world, man. I know I will certainly be placing my parlays again this week, though. So, shout out to him. If you still with us, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate all the followers out there. Man, y'all know how we end every show. Sports for the culture.